men and women who have served our country in moments of turmoil and in moments of peace.
Alongside these heroes, we also honor the current members of our military who sacrifice every day so that we might enjoy all that it means to be an American.
Every day, many of us think about our families, friends, and loved ones who are serving in the military now or in the past.
But today we set aside this special day to come together and truly honor these fine men and women and consider the sacrifices they have made in order to keep us safe and free.
Many of them have found themselves far from home and strayed in foreign lands, away from their families and friends.
At times it may seem that they have been forgotten by the very people they serve and protect.
So today we gather here to send a message to our soldiers and veterans that you are never far from our minds and always are deep in our hearts.
The flag of the United States of America stands as a symbol of all that the soldiers and veterans have fought to protect.
The white stripes stand for the purity and innocence of the American ideal.
The red stands for hardness and Bravo expedition by our soldiers and veterans.
And the blue stands for the vigilance, perseverance, and justice that is the heart of our nation.
Put them all together and they become the very symbol of America, the land we love, the land our veterans have fought and sometimes died for.
The Pledge of Allegiance has undergone several changes since it was first introduced in 1892.
The earliest version was designed to be used by school children during activities to commemorate the 400th anniversary of Columbus' discovery of America. It was intended to sum up the feelings of patriotism and gratitude to this nation. Please join us in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The Star-Spangled Banner was inspired by a battle in the War of 1812. Francisco, he aboard a ship, waited for the outcome of attack.
The red glare of artillery fire lit the sky, reassuring him that the American flag still flew. The bombing stopped at dawn. The Star-Spangled Banner still waved.
Please join us as we sing our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner.
What so proud
From OHS in 2001. Hello, Eagle Nation. My name is Luke Wallace, and I graduated from OHS in 2001. I am the uncle to Trey Ted Medina, Tate Tyler Baker, and Lauren and Ellie Rowan. I served in the Army National Guard from 2000 to 2009. Veterans Day is important for me because we get to honor those brave men and women who have served in all ranks of our armed forces. And it is important to honor them because they are the protectors, or we're the protectors of the freedoms that we get to enjoy on a daily basis. So with that being said, happy Veterans Day, go USA.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Hemme. I served 6 years in the Army. I went to boot camp the summer between my junior and senior year. I went to South Carolina to Fort Jackson. Unfortunately, I never did have the chance to deploy, and I have been out of the Army for 3 years now. I got out because we have a family business around here that I wanted to devote more time to.
Hey guys, this is the United States Coast Guard here in Cape Massachusetts. And Veterans Day to me means serving many of the men and women that have sacrificed so much for their lives and put apart from their families and make work the effort to do what they do and show what it means to serve our country. And advice for you guys in the future, if you think about joining, that the military comes on with many benefits and it allows you to go across the country and the world to be able to see many new sights and see many different things as you live out your long lives.
Hi guys, I'm Tara Callison. I'm Billy and Red's mom. I graduated from O'Neill Pub in 2002 and joined the United States Navy shortly thereafter. I served for 6 years. Thankfully, I was only on a ship for 1 month. I was seasick for a majority of that time. I was a hospital corpsman, and I took care of Marines and sailors when they were sick or injured. I was stationed in San Diego and in Hawaii. I had one tour in Iraq. It was a helicopter squadron, so we flew a lot. It was an honor to serve my country. Thanks for celebrating Veterans Day.
My name's Jeff Hobbs. I was in the Army for 11 years. I had 2 deployments to Iraq and 1 in Afghanistan. I achieved a bronze star over there, so it was a very good deal. I worked in a lot of clinics and stuff overseas. And my last time, I basically was the mayor of the FOB, so 500 some soldiers, 500 some Afghanis kind of went through me to do things. I was medically discharged in 2015 due to injuries in my neck and my back that was sustained in the military. This is not where it's at on the body. Been off for 6 years now, and
hello, OPS. This is Anna Zamian, many of you know me as City Van. I'm a medic in the United States Air Force, and I'm stationed out here in Northern California, and I work in a women's health clinic, which is pretty cool. I'm so thankful for being in the United States Air Force and all the opportunities it has brought me. So many opportunities. And I will be hitting my year mark on December 2nd of this year. And the year isn't very long, but it is a great milestone to hit in the service. I was asked, what does Veterans Day mean to me? And there are 2 words that really come to mind, and that is thankful and proud. I'm very thankful for all the veterans that have served in the past and allowed us to live in this free country that we live in today. And there's one story that really comes to mind that makes me say that we all should go out and thank a veteran. And that is, I was volunteering at Masonic marching band, and they were playing all the circus's songs, and this gentleman, he stood up during the United States Air Force song, and we always handed them stars from the American flag, and I was shaking his hand and giving him the star and saying, "Sir, thank you so much for your service, have an amazing day," and he just started crying and said, "It's been a while since I've heard the song, and it's been a while since someone has thanked me for my service," and that really taught me a lesson that we do really need to be thankful, because they went through a lot and they served this country, and they fought for this country so that we could be free and do all the amazing things that we can do today. And it makes me feel proud because one day I will be a veteran, and that's really cool to think about. I love it makes me feel so much pride getting to put this uniform on every day. I love being in the Air Force so far, and I don't know if I'm just going to do the 4 years that I've already committed to, or if I will be staying in for the 20 years that could be a lifetime, but I don't really know yet. But there's a lot of pride behind this uniform and a lot of love getting to put this uniform on every day. And some things that I would like to tell you guys is that, one, if you know any veterans, family, friends, anyone, go out and thank them for what they did for us. And another thing is, if you are ever thinking about going into the military, I'm going to say go into the Air Force because I'm in the Air Force and it's the best branch in my eyes. But if you are thinking of joining any branch of service, I really advise you to think about it and think about serving this country, because it is amazing. It is an amazing experience. You get to meet some of the best friends you meet in your life. You get to do so many great things, and there's so many opportunities that are with the uniform. But and if you don't, it's okay. Just go out and think about it. But if you do think about it, I really would suggest looking into it when you are old enough to, or think about putting that as a job that you would like to do someday. Have a great day, and have an amazing Veterans Day. I wish I could be there to hear all of you sing and play your instruments and do all of that. Have a great day, guys.
Hi, everyone. I'm Spencer. As a former student of O'Neill Elementary School, I can remember performing at the Veterans Day program and being so excited to sing the songs and think about all the brave men and women who came before us and served our country. Well, I graduated last May, and I'm proud to say that I have made the decision to join the United States Air Force. As you are all watching this, I am at boot camp in San Antonio, Texas, at Blackland Air Force Base. I just wanted to give everybody a shout out, say, go Eagles and aim high.
Yankee Doodle was a favorite song of the soldiers in George Washington's army.
The Giants marching home again is a song from the Civil War era.
It is based on an Irish folk song which tells of an injured soldier returning home from the war.
Cheer the boys and shout the way.
1919 to 1918, there were over 40 million casualties, more than 20 million military and civilian deaths. American men and women served loyalty until the last hour of the last day of the last month of 1918. We salute the memory of the World War I veterans with the music of that time.
Unfortunately, the war to end all wars didn't.
Once again, American soldiers were called to defend those who cannot defend themselves.
Boys from the Midwest suddenly found themselves fighting in the Far East.
Teenagers whose parents and grandparents had come to America from Europe found themselves fighting for freedom, and their parents or those did not simply come to them.
Men and women from such hometowns as Tulsa, Miami, Fresno, and Albuquerque found themselves in the trenches of Normandy and Iwo Jima.
World War II raged on from 1941 through 1945 and was the deadliest conflict in the history of the world.
Today we salute those veterans with the music of their sad and glorious time.
Deep within my heart, I live to see your glory fade.
It would not be long that after World War II that American soldiers would be called up again.
This time it was become known as the Korean conflict.
But to the veterans there and the families they left behind, it was another worthy thought.
And then there's Vietnam.
We salute the brave veterans who bore the unimaginable conditions both at war and returning home.
It is never too late to say thank you, so on this Veterans Day, we humbly say thank you.
In Kuwait and Bosnia, our soldiers honored us with their dutiful service.
In places with names you have rarely heard, our veterans took the call and sacrificed for all.
For those who continue to serve, we say that we have not forgotten you.
For those who have served and come home, we again say thank you and welcome home.
Tomorrow all the things we're gonna work for all my life.
life. I've been good.
What can we say to men and women who have given so much to make certain that we can live our lives in peace and freedom?
What can we do to make you know how much we appreciate all you've done?
The answer, of course, is never enough, but today we want to at least try to let you know how much we appreciate you.
With this tribute and song, let's remember those who have fallen and those who continue to serve.
We would like to ask any current or former members of our military to please rise when your service song is sung.
Marching right about, and the caissons are rolling
Where's my hat? Yeah! Here, Dad. My hat.
The first fold of our flag is a symbol of life.
The second fold is a symbol of our belief in eternal life.
The third fold is in honor and remembrance of the veteran departing our ranks who gave a portion of life for the defense of our country to attain peace and government.
The fourth fold represents our weaker nature. As for American citizens trusting in God, it is Him we turn to in times of peace as well as in times of war for His divine guidance.
The fifth fold is a tribute to our country for the words of Stephen Decatur. Our country dealing with other countries may seem right, but is still our country right or wrong?
The sixth fold is for our heart lads. It is with our heart that we pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic with which it stands, one nation under God, with liberty and justice for all.
The seventh fold is a tribute to our armed forces, for it is through the armed forces that we protect our country and our flag against all of our enemies, whether they be found within or without the boundaries of our republic.
The eighth fold is a tribute to the one who entered into the valley of the shadow of death, that we might see the light of day, and to honor Mother, for whom it flies on Mother's Day.
The ninth fold is a tribute to womanhood, for it has been through their faith, love, loyalty, and devotion that the character of the men and women who have made this country great have been molded.
The 10th fold is a tribute to Father, for He too has given His sons and daughters for the defense of our country since they were first born.
The 11th fold in the eyes of the Hebrew citizen represents the lower portion of the seal of King David and King Solomon, and glorifies in their eyes the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
The 12th fold in the eyes of a Christian citizen represents an emblem of eternity and glorifies in their eyes God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
When the flag is completely folded, the stars are uppermost, reminding us of our national motto, "In God We Trust."
After the flag is completely folded and tucked in, it takes on the appearance of a cocktail, ever reminding us of our soldiers who served under Captain John Paul Jones, who were followed by the comrades and shipmates in the armed forces of the United States, preserving for us the rights, privileges, and freedoms we enjoy today.
Dear soldiers and veterans, thank you for making it possible for us to live freely in this great country.
As we leave here today, we want to promise you that we will do our best to honor your sacrifices.
One of the best way to do that is by living the lives as represented in the colors of our flag. Lives of purity and innocence, hardness and valor, vigilance, perseverance, and justice. Today we want to promise you that your sacrifices have not been in vain. For the spirit of America that you have served to protect is alive in each and every one of us. For that, we all say thank you, and thank you for coming to our program this afternoon.
Nice job. Students, thank you to everyone who came. Thank you to our veterans. Obviously, dismissal will be a little different than we're at the elementary school where everybody goes and waits in the lunchroom. So it's not a mad dash, we're gonna dismiss by grade. So parents, if you are taking your 6th grade student, head out into the commons area right